Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. Some view this as a reward, others an opportunity to finish on a winning note here in the Sun Bowl. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I caught up with the Aztec head coach before the game. As you know, the Pac-12 is trying to rebuild and reload and get back to a conference of dominance in college football. So this game has even more importance here today. They cannot afford to lose to a Power 4 school. They've got to show that they are still a conference of significance here in college football, and that will be played out on the field today. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. The fake wants to throw. Going deep. Pulls it in down the middle. Open spaces. The 20. Touchdown Aztecs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making the adjustment on the play. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Got it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Calls his own number. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The The Noles have this offense rolling. They'll run it. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll test the right side. Got a little grass. He's at the 10, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
He'll start the return inside. And the ball is loose on the return. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to establish the run. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
This quarterback part of their running game. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hold and fire complete. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
From the gun, the ground game. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. Linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Right side at Sheffield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Breaks through, it's Sutton. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Handoff from the gun. He's got enough. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets 20.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the ground. He's got it again. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the counter. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Changing the routes with his receivers. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Across the 25. Touchdown, San Diego State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Out wide left, it's Wiles. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Fires quickly. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Down. To play will take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Holds on, it's Sheffield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. That's reeled in. It's Napier.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Daniels. That's caught, it's Wiles. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Robinson. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
It's 3rd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. On the RPO, got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry.
Speeding down the left left side. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive, with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
And the Aztecs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bold victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
They'll run him again. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Hits inside. It's Sutton. They got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Aztecs are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Brown. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Wiles. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that. Down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So first down will open up the final period. Hands it off. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Selling the fake. Moves to his right. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Misses badly on that one.
Tell you what, that was a fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. There he goes. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aztecs.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. To the air, it's Daniels. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Working that left side now. Still running at the 40. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Quick give. It's Sutton. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Hand it to the back. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. RPO complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll move the tight end. The give as they work on that clock. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Looking for a crease to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The give. Breaks into the open. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And